This is the Turn Your Life Around podcast, and I'm the 180 Lady. I've been helping people turn their lives around since 2007 as the founder and CEO of a large mental health company. The purpose of this podcast is to have meaningful conversations with old friends and new friends, everyday people just like you and me, about how they turn their lives around. We'll discuss all things mental health, fitness, finances, relationships, parenting, spirituality, you name it. My hope is that you can take something away that will encourage you today. I'm your host, Sarah Coates. Are you ready to turn your life around? I want to talk to you about the G.R.O.W principle. I actually coined the G.R.O.W principle in 2018 when I was recognized as Dynamic Entrepreneur of the Year by a local magazine. And the award presenter asked me to speak about how I founded and grew a mental health company and how it became successful. And so when thinking about what I was going to say on stage when accepting the award, I thought about G.R.O.W. It's an acronym, G.R.O.W. And I still utilize this today when working with therapy clients and business coaching clients. Whether you're seeking to grow professionally in a new skill set, or start a new venture, or you're wanting to grow personally in new relationships, fitness or finance, consider the G.R.O.W principle. And I'm going to tell you all about it. So the letter G stands for God or your higher power. So for me, as a person of faith, that means God. For some of you, it might be something else, a higher power. But I think the whole point of the G part of G.R.O.W is recognizing that we are human. And with humanity comes, you could be fallible, you can make mistakes. And so recognizing that we are human and we really need to lean into something higher to take us to other levels, to help us grow. So G stands for God for me. It might be higher power for you. And for me as a person of faith who follows Christian biblical principles, Matthew 6:33 has always been a guiding principle for me. Seek first the kingdom of God, and all of these things shall be added unto you. So that was one component to Secret of Success and has brought me to where I'm at today. The R stands for risk. And I think in life, if you are fearful of taking a risk, you will never grow. Life just dictates taking some sort of risk. You cannot achieve anything in life, in my opinion, without taking a little risk. And some people are very risk adverse, and that's okay. And some people like me would just jump off a cliff and expect to fly. But that's okay. I think there's a spectrum of risk, but being willing to take some risk in life is going to help propel you forward. I very much believe in if you fail, which I don't really believe in failure. I believe if you falter, try again, but try again differently. You're not going to try again the same way because you're going to have the same result. But if you try again differently, there's no such thing as failure. And therefore, risk is actually a very good thing. The O stands for optimism. I myself am very much a glass half full kind of person. You've heard that, I'm sure, that scenario or that acronym or example of, are you a glass half empty or a glass half full kind of individual? I look at things from an optimistic lens, again, leaning into this idea that there's no such thing as failure. There's mistakes and there's bumps, but you can always get back up and try again. So looking at life, looking at business, looking at friendships or any kind of challenge I'm working through with an optimistic lens really helps propel me forward, and I just keep going. So optimism is a very key component of growing. And then the final is W, work. Life can feel magical, but things are not just going to fall out of trees and land in your laps, and you will be successful and have whatever you're working for without a little work. And I say a little, but really a lot of work. When I've been growing my business for the past almost 20 years, it takes a lot of work. And I think that is a key component that some people look at, maybe business owners or influencers in fitness and health and wellness, or maybe people with a higher level of financial wealth or socioeconomic status, or maybe better marriages, or whatever the deal is. When you look at people that you want to emulate, You have to understand that they have grinded and worked for many years to get where they're at. It doesn't just happen overnight. There is no such thing as overnight success. And so, certainly, working for what you want to achieve is a very key component. So, I hope that you can take some of these tips, the G.R.O.W, and apply those to your life today. And may you grow in whatever effort you're trying to accomplish. Thanks for listening. Hi, everyone. I appreciate you taking time to listen. These days we live in feel stressful, challenging, and maybe even chaotic. I'm really passionate about putting out positive content that will encourage and inspire others. I ask that you like, follow, subscribe, and even give us a 5-star review. Most of all, share this with your friends and family so together we can help people turn their lives around.